Okay, I wanted to do a last now next for you guys. I haven't done one in like a couple of months, but the last book I read was Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. This follows two characters, Frankie and George. Frankie is supposed to get married, but unfortunately gets left at the altar, and then her best friend George ends up suggesting to go on the honeymoon together that was meant for her and her husband so that she can drown her sorrows there, and they spend a week together. It's basically best friends to lovers. I kind of was okay on this book. The vibes were immaculate, but this one, I felt like the detriment of it was Frankie. I just felt like she was so, like, very, very ignorant for a female main character. Like, I could tell from the first page on why he ended up like calling it off with her, and yet it took her forever to get there. I don't know, she just read really little kiddish to me, but the romance I just couldn't get down with. And also I felt like George deserved so much better. I felt like he was such a perfect best friend for her, and he was a if he wanted to he would kind of person, but he was yearning for so long and he was just thinking that she was never going to feel anything for him. So I don't know, and unfortunately I ended up giving this 3 stars. I don't know if I want to continue with any of Carly Fortune's books because I just don't like her couples. I just don't think they're developed enough for me, and also there's just no depth in it, and also there was way too many references to whales to this, as well as she constantly compared her life to Little Women. I don't know, so take that with a grain of salt. I just didn't like this book. The current books I'm reading are first, Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This is a part of my July TBR. I'm about 215 pages in. Guys, I am loving the way this book is written. It's so rich and like completely beautiful. The way it writes is very lyrical, poetic, but yet not overly like descriptive and overly flowery. Like, if I could tell you how a fairy tale is written and how the feelings you get from that and the way stories are told, it's very like equivalent to that. These are the type of fantasy I absolutely love. I am like falling so hard for these characters. I am so anxious to see what's going to happen in this world, and I'll talk about it more once I like get a better sense of the world. And also a current read of mine is June Baby by Shannon Garvey. This is sort of like a coming of age story. Follow a character named Ruth. She unfortunately just not only lost her mom, but she also lost someone who was very important to her. So she's trying to deal with that. She's like 28 and trying to figure out her life. I'm liking it so far. I'm just getting a little bit more of a telling versus showing in this book, so I'm hoping it gets better. The next books I want to pick up is for sure going through more of my summer TBR, which is Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It by Brooke Averick. I'm so excited to read this book. It's about to be a 30-year-old who wants to lose her virginity, and she has like 3 different love interests, and I heard it's very heartwarming and very like unexpected, so we shall see what that means. And the next one I do also want to read is God of the Woods. I'm craving a mystery right now. This one's about a couple of kids who got lost in the forest or something 10 years apart, and it's set in the summer camp, so perfect vibes for summer. So what are your last now next?